Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader. Okay, so if you saw my reading vlog, if you saw my manga haul, you know, maybe if you didn't see it in the vlog, but you saw it in the haul. April is a no-buy month for little old me, and I'm very serious about it, okay? I know that I have said many times that I was going to be a little bit more responsible, and I didn't always follow through. But this month, I'm going to be very serious, mainly because while I haven't given you guys a lot to be confident me for with having some self-control, I do realize, you know what, it actually is kind of sad that so many people said no, and even including me. So if you saw my haul, you may have noticed, or you may have heard that I said that in the month of April, my reading vlogs are going to also be shop my shelves with me, because I have a lot to work with, as you all know, even what I just hauled, because I'm doing this right after the haul I just did, okay? I am uploading my vlog right now, and I figured, you know what, it's no better time than now to start the reading vlog, shop my shelves. We are going to start picking out some series. Now, I do have quite a few volumes in my living room still, but that's okay, because I'm a mood reader, so I like to pick out random things all the time. So without further ado, let's get into shopping my shelves, which is kind of also going to be a tour slash have I read what's on that shelf. There's a lot of things coinciding, okay? So we're gonna go through and we're going to pick out some things. Yeah, I'm excited. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so yep, we've got a lot to choose from when it comes to my office, library, what have you. So some series that I'm already in the middle of reading. I started Kami-sama Kiss, and so far that has actually been really good. Now, I've only read the first volume, but that's okay. Don't know if we're gonna go straight to Kami-sama Kiss or if I should try something different. So I have been wanting to get into the stuff on here for a minute, especially 7th Prince, but I don't know. We're gonna keep looking. Some series that I have started and did not finish: Psychopaths, Overlord. I haven't finished Spy Family or Free Ren. I haven't finished Hell's Paradise or Psalm 100, and that's not even including everything that's back there. I don't think I've finished everything that I own so far of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I haven't finished a lot of stuff back here. I think the only thing I've totally finished was Junie Tyson. And then there's even more stuff back there. But a lot of that is either stuff I have read or I'm just not in the mood for it. Like, I'm not in the mood to read Kakaguri. But yeah, I mean, luckily I have read quite a bit of things here. So that's my good. I'm happy. Read all of Fire Force. We could do a bunch of BL and get into the stuff here. I could finish what I have of The Gray Man. That would actually be pretty smart. But I have already finished Demon Slayer. I don't even know if you guys really have gotten a chance to get a good look at this shelf. I was very excited for the way this was set up. Very proud of myself. But I also said that I really wanted to start A Sign of Affection, and I need to finish Noragami. So shit, y'all, I got so much stuff to read. I really do. So okay. Oh, and then look at all my BJ Alex. I don't know, I really wanted to display at least one, but I wish I had the room to do something really cool with these volumes, but this is just gonna have to do for now. Okay, so if we're being smart, I should definitely read what I have it, like catch up on Kaiju number 8. I'm not sure that I'm gonna start Hot Gimmick, Doubt, or Say I Love You just yet. I still have the first volume of Say I Love You out there, so we'll see. I might actually end up getting that. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Okay, actually, we'll go right here. These are the ones that I know that I would like to read, like right off the bat. Okay, so we want to get into It's All Your Fault, Otaku Vampire's Love Blight. This is But a Hell of a Dream. Definitely got to read Sweet Room Escape, Versus Love, Pink Candy Kiss, Perfect Buddy 3, Senpai, This Can't Be Love, and then The Trapped Former Villainess Wants to Escape the Sadistic Prince. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 here. Let's pull one to make it 10. Anything from here? There's some like, oh, that's right. I also have some here. Oh. When I'm in the bunny, that beat. I'm everywhere. I'm so Julia. Oh. All right. I was gonna read. You know what? I think I'm going to do Super Ball Girls. I think that the first 10 I read, I don't know why I took the long way to twirl, but these are going to be the first 10 I read from the office itself. Now, like I said, I still have stuff in my living room that I need to read that I'd pulled already, but to start off the reading vlog, just know that these 10 will be read for the reading vlog, okay? It is 7:30 at night. I don't know how many I'm going to get done, but I'm going to push through getting these. I know I said in my haul that I was thinking about rereading the first volume of this, but I don't know where it is. It might be upstairs. Would it be upstairs? Where would I have put it? Because I know I didn't see it when I just recently organized everything. I might reread because I really like the first volume of this, but yeah, this is what we're working with. Eventually, I'm going to come back through here and then, unless I put those out there, might have already put them out in my living room, but I have 2 of the volumes from my Hansama box that I haven't read yet, so I may also just tack those on just so I can get them over with, because I've been doing a good job of keeping up with Hansama. But yeah, this is it. So far, this is what we're starting with. Once I get back out there and I've read a bit, I will fill you guys in on basically what is going on my side table that we will also be reading. But let's see how far we can get with this nice stack from my shelves, all recently purchased. So, and actually the vast majority of these, if not all of them, I think only one of these is not a new release. So yeah, so a bunch of new releases so far. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. So it is 10:30. I think I will be calling it a night after these. I did not read 10. Now, granted, I didn't think I was going to read 10, since I last spoke to y'all, but I was hoping I would get kind of further than just 3, but I'll talk about that after I talk about what I did read. So I did read Otaku Vampire's Love Bite, Volume 3. This was really, really good. I really love this series. I can't wait to continue this because I am just absolutely loving Hina. What's this dude's name? I can't remember. Amanatsu. I like him too. I like that they clearly have feelings for each other, but it's like they don't think that the other one... Well, they clearly have feelings for each other, but they haven't come to terms with that yet. She obviously views him as a friend, but the whole reason why she got close to him in the first place was because he looks like the character from her favorite anime video game. I can't remember if it's just an anime or if it's also a video game and like a fucking manga too. And I think that she is capable of separating the two to a certain extent, right? So she likes him because he looks like her favorite character, but she's not, I don't think she's trying to be creepy with him about it. You know what I mean? So she's not, I guess, what's the right word? I guess she's not fetishizing him as the real person, even though he looks like the character. I think it's more, instead of like, oh, I'm fawning over you and I'm going to be inappropriate, it's more like, I'm in awe of you because you look like the character I like. But she also views him as a friend, even though the feelings are getting there. Like, it's clear that she has a crush. I just don't think that she realizes that she has a crush on him as the person and not just like the surface feelings of how she feels about the character she feels he looks like. And for him, he definitely has a crush on her, and it's just developing as the story goes. But I think he is trying to, I don't know, I think he's trying to separate himself a bit. You know, I don't know. I like it. I don't really like the other dude. Is that other dude's name Hoshino? The guy who's a vampire, but he hasn't told Amanatsu. I don't really like him that much. And I didn't like him when I first met him either, but this was really good. I have to see where it goes. I can't stop reading Otaku Vampires Love Bite. It's that good. Next, I switched it up a little bit and I read the Yakuza and his Omega. Desire, Volume 1. So, this was real freaky. Okay, I'm talking real freaky nasty. I have not read a lot of Omegaverse where it's an alpha man and an Omega woman. I did fuck with Alpha Wolf Girl and Omega Wolf Boy. I would absolutely like to see the next volume of that. This one was not bad. It really wasn't. I'm excited to see where this series goes. I do like her as a character, but she pisses me off a little. She's a little naive, and I can't stand that. But I love their dynamic so fucking much. And I do kind of like her. Like, I can't deny, even though she pisses me off a little bit, I fuck with her. I like her a lot. But yes, this was real freaky, real, you know what I'm saying, what you would expect. And yeah, okay. Now, I don't think I prefer this, you know what I'm saying, like, this is not going to be my go-to in terms of, like, Omegaverse. I don't really want to see a female Omega. I'd rather see a female Alpha. If someone asked me my opinion, if someone asked me what I wanted to see, it would be the opposite. But I did not hate this, and I will continue on with this. I just can't help myself. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And then Sweeter Volume 2. And it does look like this is only a 2-volume series, and I am devastated. Please, for the love of God, please, let there be more of this somehow, some way. I don't care. This was so good. Okay. And you want to talk about getting real freaky nasty. You want to talk about, yeah, I actually don't have many more words than that. This was so good. I really like Alan Harto. I like them together so much. I know that I said in my haul that I was considering reading the first one all over again because I couldn't quite remember what happened in the end. And I still didn't really remember. Obviously, I chose not to reread the first one because I don't even know where the damn thing is, to be honest with you. But I quickly remembered. And even then, even though I don't remember everything, it's okay. Because this, Chef's Kiss. I mean, such a happy ending. I really like these characters. It was just so good. And this is so funny. There's this moment that I can't show y'all. Well, can I? I don't know how YouTube works. I put in not for kids on my videos, but could I show us in this? I don't think so. I think it'd have to be censored. But there's a part where they are at a hotel together early on in the story, and Haruto is I guess it's like they had like a hot tub or something, or a bath, like an outdoor bath in the hotel that they were at. And Haruto's like, oh, I'm going to wash you, Al. Well, after he washes him, which he doesn't do a good job, like he rubs his back, he like drops the towel or something and he pitches forward to pick it up. And then you just see that he has a boner, and the expression on his face is so funny. There's just so many funny things in Sweet Room Escape. I would definitely suggest this. And yeah, I just wish it wasn't over. It was just so good. I really want more. Sorry for yawning. As you can see, I'm tired. But yeah, so these are the 3 things I did manage to start and complete. Now, what I wanted to talk about is I am going to finish this. That's just going to happen. But it's all your fault. I don't know. So I actually made it. I made it pretty far, almost to halfway. I'm definitely going to finish this, but I didn't like the way this one started. I was really confused. I didn't know what was really going on. I feel like things were happening in a sequence of events that was like too fast, but also I didn't get enough information. Maybe it was just me, but basically they are both cosplayers. She like really is passionate about cosplay, and I can't tell how old they are. I assume they're like college aged, maybe a little bit older, but she had a bad experience when she was in high school, or at least after the fact, is that she really took it seriously and some friends that she had didn't, and then they kind of made fun of her for that. And then later in life, she found a tweet that they made about her that was just like, oh, well, I figured that she was going to be further along, but she's not, so she's just a loser. And the thing about her is that she takes it very seriously, but she's very, very stuck up. She does not like lewd cosplayers, and she definitely thinks less of them and thinks like they don't really take it seriously, which I do not agree with. I remember, and you had to be there for the time, I remember the discourse about Jessica Negri. Girl. Remember the discourse about Jessica Negri. Does anybody remember that? Because it was crazy back in the day. And I hated that so many people, and okay, let me not get on a tangent. Basically, it kind of reminded me of that. But the thing is she really does like to, so this girl likes to cosplay. But yes, she does lewd things in her cosplay. And she is determined to get famous as a cosplayer. And she's really picky, and she doesn't tend to like do cosplay like teamwork. But there's something about this character that she's like, you know what? I see myself in you. I know we're similar. So even though she is so like stuck up about lewd cosplay, she wants attention very, very badly. And I don't know what to make of that. I don't know that these are characters that I necessarily like. I don't hate them, but it's interesting that it's so obvious that that's what matters the most to them. Obviously, she loves cosplay as an art, and it's a hobby of hers that she takes very seriously, but she can't deny even to herself that being popular and getting attention and getting likes and lots of followers and subscribers means a lot to her. So I don't know that I can really relate to either of them, which, I mean, can I really relate to the people in Sweet Escape, Room Escape? No, but that's not the point. This one, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to finish it. And I think I will end up liking it in the end, but I don't know. This is mature, but I don't know. I barely read the back of it when I got this at Barnes & Noble, and I was actually kind of hoping that this would be like a Yuri. I'm thinking that it might not be, but you never know. They could surprise me. So we'll see what happens. If you've read this, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think that I will like this? Obviously, I'm going to finish this by the time we see this part, but that's not the point. There's more to it anyway. So if you think that I'm missing it, let me know in the comments. And then I did start trying to read Super Ball Girls, and I don't know. I'm going to read it. I know I'm going to like it, but I was not in the mood for this right now for some reason. So yeah, so that is what's been going on. So I successfully read 3 things, tried and failed, and then tried and got a decent amount of the way through. But clearly I am very tired. And yeah, so it is time for bed for this little gal right here. So I will see you guys tomorrow. After I do all my conference calls for work. Yeah. So good night. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It is Thursday. I'm just going to let it be known now. We're going to start it off by saying you're going to see at the end of the few descriptions I give in a second, one of them that I reviewed yesterday. So actually, let me start over. So yesterday was a really bad day for me. I cried pretty much all day. I really could not control my emotions. And at the end of the night, I decided, after I'd read a little bit too, I decided to take an edible, and that shit hit me so hard. And for some reason, I thought, you know what? Let me put the camera up and let me talk about my thoughts. First of all, I filmed that 3 times. forgot what I was talking about halfway through many, many, many times. So one of the reviews will be in there because I watched it back and it is funny and I actually did a decent job explaining the story. And that is, This Is But a Hell of a Dream. So to do a quick recap, because you will see my review of this after I talk. It's just too funny for me not to add, but human incubus combination love story, and it ends up being okay in the end. I didn't love it, I didn't hate it, but I just can't help myself. I was so funny. So I feel like, let me just go ahead and put it in. But moving on, I just wanted to give you some, some explanation. I also am wearing the same shirt. I just got off work. This was on my bed from last night, so I just decided to put this on. So don't be alarmed. I'm gonna have the same shirt on both times. Okay, the next thing I read after that was Senpai, This Can't Be Love, Volume 1. I talked about in the haul that, and maybe I even mentioned this when I first read it in the last vlog, was that I liked it, but it felt like I was missing something, and I was missing something. It was the first fucking volume because I was reading the second one. This was not bad. Not a lot physically happens in this until the very, very end. But it's like a very slow burn romance. But this is exactly what, like, the background that I was missing from the second one, which is these two guys work together at a CG company, that's like graphics and stuff for movies. And he's the new guy. He's very, very shy. He seems like he is really mad at Kanase, is that his name? Yanase, the other guy who works with him, who's basically his mentor in all of this. Let me show you guys a picture, because he's on the second volume. So this is Yanase, and this is Kaneda, right? Yeah, Kaneda. So he's new, he's like an intern. Yanase is his mentor, and Kaneda is very shy, but he seems like he really doesn't like Yanase, and Yanase really truly believes that he does not like him. But the truth is that he has admired him for years, and the fact that he gets to work with him like this is like a very, very big deal for Kaneda. So it's like a weird situation for him because he's trying to, it seems like he doesn't believe that he deserves this opportunity, but he is loving every minute of it. And then now these complicated feelings are happening. He seems to have a crush on him, or he's trying to decipher, is what I feel for him more than just admiration for him as what he has been doing, that we're both doing CG work and stuff, or do I really have feelings for him? Same thing with Yanase, it was just very good. So this one is much more of a slow burn because, like I said, they don't hook up until the very end, which is totally fine, but it definitely, you don't have to read this to get into the second one, but I do think that it kind of is nice to have this background because I did feel like something was missing when I was reading it. The next thing I read, and this was the other thing I recorded, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't post that one because it makes no sense. The second attempt that I tried last night when it came to talking to you guys when I was fucked up was the new Jinx chapter. I want to talk about it, okay? I'm fully immersed in Jinx Twitter and Jinx TikTok. So, I got all the updates from people, everybody's opinion. It seems like everybody seems to be on the fence. I would just like to say, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I just want to make my opinion known. I am fully strapped in, ready to take this ride for as long as it takes for Jake Young. I think that's how you pronounce his name, the MMA fighter. I am fully strapped in, seated for him to get to where he needs to be. I don't care how long it takes. I'm here for the ride, okay? We're taking turns, we're going in tunnels. I don't care. I'm locked in, okay? I like Jake Young, kind of. I don't really like him, but I see the potential. I read BJ Alex, okay? I know, and I can feel it, that the redemption is coming, because here's the thing. Yes, it is annoying that it seems like Jake Young is just not getting it. Dude, why are you still? But if you really are, if you're, he is changing in the way he's thinking about his relationship with Kim Dan. Because before, and I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even say it's been happening that slow, because I think it really all started with the night that, first the night that he passed out, what did he start doing? He started feeding him. Bitch. Then when they started having sex again and the hospital called up his grandma and he, you know, and Kim Dan tore him a new one. Then the next time, because he was so tired, Jae-kyung went to the hospital in Kim Dan's place. You see what I'm saying? I understand people's point of being like, it's taking a really long time. But again, we don't know anything about Jae-kyung's past, okay? And we're going to find out, okay? Why did nobody except his manager and the other people from like his team show up when he got injured? Where was his family? Does he have no siblings? Does he have no parents? Why is the, you know, we see when like Kizzy has insomnia and we see the image of this dark figure hovering over him at night. Why is that in the shape of almost like a man? Why did it seem like, and this is just me, it seemed like when he had that flashback, because the last fight he had, that dude knew him. He knew of him when he was younger. And we see that Jae-kyung was obviously getting bullied, was getting hurt. It didn't seem like, after that scene where he's running crying, it doesn't seem like he went home and was embraced by a loving parent. You know what I mean? So I feel like that figure sitting over him is maybe going to be a father. You know what I mean? I don't know if maybe the dad was training him to be like this, or it was something that he picked up on as he grew up because he wasn't getting any love. And this is just the mentality that his dad had. But I am probably going to cry when I see the background for Jae-kyung. I believe that he will change because we're seeing it every chapter. We are, period, okay? Kim Dan, what the fuck is going on with Kim Dan? We need to get him together. I mean, we don't even know the thing going on with his parents. So, I don't know. I think Granny's gonna die. Maybe not soon, but like that's, like certain things are gonna need to happen for them to really start to trust each other because, you know, I think that Jae-kyung does trust Kim Dan. Not just because of look at him blushing when he kisses Kim Dan. He came immediately when he was kissing on him. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just have high hopes. That's me. I'm loving every second of it. I truly, truly, truly am. And I'm here for it. I'm excited. I'm loving it. I know it's going to take a while, you know, but look, I have confidence. I have confidence that we're going to see it. I think it's going to happen sooner than we think it will, but it's not going to happen until he comes to terms with his past and what really is fucking going on. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, because I work today, I brought my iPad and I started reading Sex Venture app. Somebody talked about that on TikTok. I think it was, oh man, what is her name? Yowie Girl. I think it's the woman who everybody is so mean to on TikTok because she has a flop tattoo. And they're like, oh, her baby bang, blah, blah. I don't understand the hate. I think it's very forced, personally. I find her so funny. Oh my God, she is so funny to me. But I think she was the one who talked about Sex Venture app. And I just decided to read a few chapters and sign me up to unlock everything because I really want to see what's going on with this. While we're here, you can see what's in my bag of everything I didn't fucking read when I was at work. Now, I tried to, I'm going to regret. I'm going to regret getting it because I just feel like I'm not going to like this. I started reading Perfect Buddy. Right off the bat, we're referencing the incident. What is the incident? Tell me what is going on. Am I missing something? And then you've got this long dick man. Also, I would like to see more bush. I read something where there was some bush in there and I was like, you know what? It's good to see. It's good to see a bush every now and then. Everybody's clean shaven, not a hair in sight, only on the top of their head. And it's like, you know what? We could do with some bush. We could do with a bit of bush, if you ask me. Now they've entered into like a sex. Can I show this? Okay, I'm sorry. I just can't help it. Like his penis is so frighteningly big. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. The reference incident again, y'all know I can't stand that. Just get to the goddamn point. What happened? Tell me, because I'm getting tired. And then everything else I brought with me was Versus Love, Pink Candy Kiss, The Trapped Former Villainess Wants to Escape from the Sadistic Prince. I brought the second volume of Twilight Out of Focus, Blue Box, and Waiting for Spring. I did start reading volume 2 like this morning before I had to go to the doctor, and I didn't make it very far, but it is like almost 5:30. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can before Devin gets home because it's our hangout day. And yeah, so I'm probably not gonna be able to update y'all, and I'm definitely not probably gonna be updating y'all on Friday, which is tomorrow. I work, and then tomorrow is my friend's memorial, so I anticipate being just like an emotional wreck. So we're probably not gonna talk, but it's okay. On a really fun note though, I ordered another thing from Cat Nerd Creations. I got 2 acrylic stands from this creator this year, I think, maybe late last year, but I mentioned, and it was an Apothecary Diaries acrylic stand. So she had another one, and it was the Indirect Kiss one, and I finally got it. Oh, I don't want you guys to see that. I'm so happy. And then I don't remember what this is called. Now I don't collect, is it Labubu? But I collect Sunny Angels and Miskis. So she had this charm of like collectibles, and I was like, I really want this. I want to put it on my Nana bag that my friend gave me. And I don't know, I like Labubu, but I think that's what it's called. But I like the other one. It's like the little angelic human face one. If I were to collect something, it would be that one, but I wouldn't mind a little Labubu. I'll get a Labubu, whatever the hell thing is. But yes, so anyway, I just want to show you guys those because it's so exciting. And yeah, I'm going to try to read everything I brought to work with me first. That way I can just get it out of the way. And then other update, just so y'all know, Devin was successful and finally getting me a real privacy screen for my iPad. I have had to buy and return 2 of these because they really were not privacy. And all I'm saying is the stuff that I'm looking at, the girthy, veiny things that I am reading, I do not want other people to have to see that without their consent. And, you know, like I said, we're going on that trip later this month. They don't, the flight attendants don't need to see that. Okay, they don't. They really don't. So thankfully, Devin, he said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure that you get the protection you deserve. So you don't have to see, so people don't have to see over your shoulder. So it is acquired. Finally, the veiny, giant, massive Alaskan bullworm penises will be censored for the most part. But yeah, I'm gonna get back into reading. I will fill you guys in after the fact, and probably you're either gonna see me talk about This Is But a Hell of a Dream right after this, or after I come back and see you guys. We'll see how I end up editing that, but bear with me. I definitely I don't know if you can kind of tell that it's like pretty bad for me, but it took everything for me to stay on topic. I almost couldn't do it, but anyway, I will see you guys in a second, and we will go over everything else I read. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is the next day. I don't have a lot to report on today. I have cried on and off pretty much the whole day. I have taken an edible. I'm not here right now, but I wanted to update everybody because I do have thoughts. So I did end up reading This Is But a Hell of a Dream. I don't know if y'all watched my haul, but I had said when I bought this doesn't have any plastic on it. He is balls deep in an incubus demon. Like, no censor. So I was like, what the fuck? Plastic Anyway, this was interesting. I don't know if I did or did not like this. It's hard to say, because it's like, this guy is a human and he works at like a host bar. Behind the host bar, like when it's closed or whatever, a bunch of his coworkers are in an alleyway, and they see a guy like passed out, and it's this guy, but he doesn't have a horns and a tail at that point. So he's like, I'm gonna take him home because I don't know where he lives. I'll let him sleep on my sofa. The whole human's backstory is like, I don't know, he doesn't want to be in a monogamous relationship because I guess he's just never been in love. So he's always like, I have to be with someone who will share me, because everybody's gonna have a piece of this. Okay, sorry. So obviously you know where we're going with this, but yeah, so he does not like to be tied down, but this dude, oh my God, let me see if I can find the so did I pass it? Yeah, so this threw me off because I actually did not read the back of this before I started reading it, which I never do anyway, but I was definitely like, what the fuck? He's like, if you happen to masturbate tonight, would you let me consume your semen? Right? Can I have some of your semen? Now that threw me the hell off. See, I just forgot everything I said. I didn't read the back of this. I just thought he was the devil. I didn't think he was an incubus demon who's slurping it for sustenance, because it's the bodily fluids of it all. And Jesus Christ. It was very cute though. Because obviously the conclusion is, you know, the human is like, you know, he doesn't even want to sleep with anybody else. And he doesn't want, Forney is the demon's name, he doesn't want him to sleep with anybody else. Who the fuck is he sleeping with? It's only sleeping with you. Come on. What have I said? Start over. Welcome back, everybody. Today is Saturday. I am not doing too bad as of right now. What time is it? Just find out if the watch would turn on. It's 2 o'clock. I basically had like a good 2.5 hours of just solid crying. I think I'm past the crying now. Yesterday was the memorial, the celebration of life. It was really awesome. I don't want to cry again, so I think I'm gonna do an okay job talking about it. It was really good to be around so many people who were all there for the same thing, loving and celebrating our friend. It definitely got emotional. I was very scared. I said something because I prepared something on my phone and I was shaking like a leaf. I don't really like to public speak. So it's like, oh shit. And I'm crying. But yeah, in a way, I feel, it's like I still feel very heavy and sad. And I am gonna cry. But I feel okay because it's okay. It's not okay, but it's going to be okay. And it was nice to see some people that I haven't seen in a long time. It was nice to make some plans for tomorrow to see those people again, because they're not from the East Coast, they're from the West Coast, or, you know, you just don't get to see them. So yeah, I'm glad that, I don't know, what's the word? What's the phrase? Is it bittersweet? It's like, it was nice to have that, but the reality of why we have to have that is sad. And that's what hurts. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna cry. And I don't have tissues here. Wait, maybe I have tissues in my purse. I have a used tissue from last night. It was just like all red because for some reason I still wear the same eyeshadow. I didn't wear mascara though, so I didn't bleed too much. But yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be cool. We're good. But I did end up doing some reading. So let's talk about what I read and what we're going to continue to read. Almost dropped the damn thing off the table. Okay, so did I talk about this? Oh, did I talk about these? I'm sorry if I talked about this one before. I did finish Perfect Buddy Volume 3. I am torturing myself. I am torturing myself because I do not like this. I don't like it, but I'm going to keep reading it, and I hate myself for that. So I think I really do need to put my foot down at myself. This is the last volume, last physical volume that I will own. I can't do it anymore. I cannot buy any more of this. I don't like it. I really don't. The only character I like is this guy. I don't like how creepy his wiener is. I know there's more to it than that, but it is so ridiculous. And I wish I could show you guys, but it is so ridiculous. And sometimes it's drawn literally like, and I know I keep saying it, but it is literally drawn like the Alaskan bullworm. It's also like completely smooth most of the time, which makes it that much creepier. I don't like it. I don't. And they did it again with the, okay, y'all can't see that. They did it again with the, we're going to sprinkle in about the incident. If you don't tell me what the fucking incident is, I'm going to scream. What exactly happened? Just fucking get to the point and tell me. So I have to find out if this is already completed. If this is a completed thing on, I don't know, Webtoon or Lesson, I don't know. I'm just going to read it that way because I can't do this anymore. I can't. I know that I'm going to finish this story because I can't help myself. I can't. Very rarely do I ever DNF anything, but I can't do it anymore. It's fucking driving me crazy. Moving on. Did I talk about these? God damn, I can't remember. So then I read The Trapped Former Villainess Wants to Escape from the Sadistic Prince. Okay, bitch. This one was crazy. This one is crazy. So it is your typical, she ends up reincarnated. She just falls asleep. Like nothing ended up being wrong with her. So I don't know why she ended up being in the Otome game, but she ends up taking a nap and then she wakes up as this character who was originally in the game the villainess. And for some reason, the timeline has kind of changed. So she was the villainess in the game, but now that she is her in real life, she is the princess. The woman who was the heroine is now dead because the prince ended up marrying her instead. And that woman who was the heroine ended up kind of being his mistress. She couldn't take it, so she tried to poison her. And that is what is, like, her, I guess, having been in a coma or something since she was poisoned, is the, like, rationale, the reason why she can't remember anything. So, yeah, but he's a nasty, freaky dude who likes to tie people up, threesomes, sucking fucking everything all over here, which way to perdition, I don't know. But she's like, God damn it. I ended up with a dude who's into a little bit of like BDSM. Now, she's kind of into it. She's easing her way into it, but it's a little much, sir. It's a little much. But I'm going to continue that one because it actually is pretty good in my opinion. Read Volume 2 of Waiting for Spring. I really like this. I really like Waiting for Spring. I had a feeling I would. And yeah, it's really good. This series is 14 volumes long, and it is one that I said that I wanted to read this year. I actually feel very confident that I will complete this series this year because it's very good. It's not too angsty in an annoying way that sometimes, you know, the teenage ones can be, but I like this. And it is so cute that the love that's happening. Our main female character, she always has these fond memories of this time when she was really young, I guess like in middle school or right before middle school, where she was not getting along with anybody in her class. And one day she ends up meeting a girl named Aya-chan who plays basketball. And, you know, she basically gets her confidence from her friendship with Aya. But when Aya moved to America, she has not kept up with her friend at all because they don't obviously live in the same country. Well, now, I can't remember her name. I feel bad. Mitsuki. now that Mitsuki is older, she's been befriended by, you know, these group of guys, and they play basketball. So it's kind of like nice for her because it kind of reminds her of her time with Aya, but 1, 2, 3, 4 things happen and bam, Aya-chan shows up, but Aya was actually a boy the whole time and clearly has a thing for Mitsuki, but we're still working with this dude who clearly likes her but doesn't realize what's really going on. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. And now Blue Box Volume 2. Yes, I already got Volume 3 somewhere. I think it's in this pile here. I need to pull Volume 3 of Waiting for Spring, but this was really good. I have no idea what's going to happen with her. I don't, like, it seems like she likes the main dude, but I think that the other friend really likes her, and that is the dynamic that's going to play out. But this was really good. So far, I really like Blue Box. Like, I get why everybody has spoken so highly about it. So if I can read more of the volumes that I have, I want to find out, in terms of the first season that is streaming, I want to know how many episodes that translates into for the manga, and if, like, I'm not going past what I own to read. For when we go on the trip later this month, like, I do want to watch Blue Box on the plane, because we're going to be on the plane for like almost 8 hours. Girl. Twilight Out of Focus Volume 2. This was good. Okay, I'm loving this. I know I've only read 2 volumes of Twilight Out of Focus, but this is so good. I loved their back and forth in particular. I could not get enough of them. I love when they end up rooming together, and Ichikawa, I think that's his name, who we originally meet in the first volume, who is like kind of like a snob a little bit, but he's the one who wants to make a BL short film. So when he ends up having to move into the dorm in with this particular, like, just 1 year older than him, guy who didn't have a roommate, they're rivals because it's like he's a second year, he's a third year, I guess senior and junior. Yeah. And he's also like the president of his film club for the year older. And they always go back and forth, and he introduces him to BL. They end up falling for each other. It's just so good. I also love the way that things are drawn, like the angle with which we see them with each other. I really like that. And then the first moment where they accidentally touch lips. I mean, look at, they are just too cute. I just love him. I did love the first volume. I thought I really loved the first volume, which I did, but this one, I think this one overtook the first one for me for being one that I really love, but I have 3 more to read so far. I think a volume 6 comes out at some point. I don't know how long this series is going to be, but yeah, I'm picking up volume 3 because Twilight Out of Focus is so fucking good. Let's talk about what else I read. I did read some things. Let's see. What did I read? Okay. Somebody on Twitter, no, it was TikTok. Someone on TikTok made like some type of little video. I said, well, okay, I'm gonna fucking find where this is and I'm gonna read it. Okay. Freaky. Professor's body thesis. First of all, I'm gonna go on a tangent. I'm sorry. First chapter, English. Next, every single other one, which I think it's 7 chapters, Indonesian. When I tell you, I'm sitting here on my iPad highlighting every fucking text bubble, Indonesian to English. Like, I was locked in to Professor's body thesis. What the fuck? Because what they posted on TikTok was, if y'all read it, the scene where they're on the stage in front of all the students and he's getting gorked. He's getting gorked on the stage after popping out a bunch of vibrating beads. Girl. So, Professor's body thesis is about, I don't know anybody's name, I'm sorry. One of the guys, he is college student. He's about to submit his thesis under this particular professor who has a bad reputation for stealing his student's thesis. Well, this student, even though he is warned, he does not believe it, and he's like, no, he would never do something like that. Well, damn bitch, he did. He went ahead and stole your shit. And that obviously enrages him. So the student is like, give my shit back. Tell the truth. The person's like, no. Don't you know how this works? Blah, 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 blah. And there's nothing you can do about it. Well, the student said, watch me, bitch. Goes digging in his fucking office, finds an iPad, figures out the password, and you just have a grown man with vibrators on his nipples, vibrating in his butthole. I mean, he's just strapped up, tied up, everything. And it's like, well, now I have it. So when the professor comes in, after he sees that he saw that, he tries to buck up on him, and the student said, oh, hell no. I'm getting my revenge, bitch. And then you know what's about to happen. I'm not even going to go into further detail. I mean, I just told you, he had like 6 beads up his ass. Getting gorked in front of the student, like in front of the class, learning about the male prostate. What the fuck? And then in the end, it turns into a love story. And doesn't it always? So, yeah, that was Professor's Body Thesis. Read that. It's very short if you're into that. And that was fucking crazy. And yeah, you will have to translate from Indonesian to English if you can't find it in English. I just said, I don't fucking care. I'm locked in right now. I'm reading this. I'm reading it. And then I had to catch up on the newest episode of Melting Point. Oh my God. It's giving me like all of the things that, like, the way I wish Jae Kyung was in, the way I wish he was now, because like I said, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait patiently for him to get it together. I know it's coming, but in Melting Point, Ian is like already where I want Jae Kyung to be. And that one, oh my God. I hate the fact that I have to wait, and that like this isn't like already 60 episodes deep, and that I can't just like binge read. Oh my God, I can't get enough. I can't get enough of Melting Point. So fucking good. Then I read the newest episode of Tears on or of a Withered Flower. It's okay. I'm still gonna keep reading that. It's not that it's bad, it's just, it is very dry. It is very dry week to week, or not week to week, but episode to episode. If you know, are just kind of keeping up with it, because it's like, okay, when is Min Chol gonna see them doing stuff? That's what I need to know. I already knew that this was gonna happen, that he was gonna get tired of the younger woman. But when is he going to see Jesus and what's his face either happy out in public or fucking on the floor? I want both, actually. And that needs to happen. We've got 30 minutes, okay? I need that now. Bad and now. And then I don't even know when Shetland comes out. I'm gonna have to look that up. Is there something else? And then I might need to see, I think I'm behind on Nerd Project. Let me tell you, if there's one thing you want to read, it's only 7 chapters or 7 episodes right now. Melting Point on Lezen. Fucking do it. Fucking watch that shit, because it was so fucking good. I can't get enough. All right, so what we're going to continue reading. So I really do need to finish reading It's All Your Fault. I'm like barely to the halfway point, so I just need to knock this out. I really want to read Pink Candy Kiss. Then I got a bunch of other stuff, y'all. But I've been doing good with how much I've been reading. So I think I've got a good momentum. I've got to read Guilty Smile Volume 2. I want to start Gazing at the Star Next Door Volume 1. I have like 5 volumes now, I think. Victoria of the Many Faces and Liar Liar. These are from my last month's Hantama box. The new one should be here sometime next week, so I really need to finish those so I can just get it over with. Almost forgot. I actually need to finally finish Blood Night Market. I made it a little more than halfway. I think I'm like a few pages after the halfway mark. I think I mentioned, like, I don't hate this, but I don't love this either. But I really do want to finish it at the very least. Obviously, Blue Box, and then I want to get into Midnight Rain. I want to read Assassin and Cinderella. I want to read, and I have to read Chain Soldier Volume 9. And I absolutely must read My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. So yeah, that's what we'll be reading. We got a whole thing going on, and that's not even like done with the rest of the stack that's over there. I would be lucky if I could finish everything that was on the pink table right there, but I think that's another maybe like 10 volumes. I mean, I can do it. I believe in myself, but I gotta be realistic. But yeah, I will see you guys in a second after I read some of this. and maybe I will find out if there's a new episode of Shutline, but I'm pretty sure there is a Nerd Project one, so I will be reading that, and we will get into that in a second. So I will see you in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so we're not done with the vlog yet, but I didn't read a lot. I'm sorry. I don't really know what I did today, to be honest with you. I read, but I don't know what the hell else I did, probably on my phone. That's a lot. But I want to show you guys what came in the mail today. Okay, I've never bought anything off of TikTok, but I've wanted to many, many, many times. Specifically shirts that people make. Almost every single Megan Thee Stallion shirt I've seen, I've wanted. And y'all know I already got some, but those were not from TikTok. Those were from Redbubble. Shit, now I can't remember the name of I'll put the name of the TikTok somewhere here, or even in the description. But I was influenced, okay? I had to get this. Oh my gosh. My first piece of BL merch that I can walk around with. No shame! Are you kidding me? I will never feel shame. I wear a shirt that says hentai sometimes. What do I care? Yeah, I needed this. I needed this bad. And honestly, I'm probably gonna order from that shop again because I think they have a Painter of the Night one. I don't know, but yeah, yes, I will be purchasing from them again. I guess before these damn tariffs hit, or if they already hit. I mean, I guess I'm just paying extra. I don't know. But let's talk about what I did read before I pop an edible and go to sleep. Because I will be doing that, because tomorrow's gonna be a good day. It's 9:30 right now. We're hanging out with everybody. Most of the people who came to the memorial yesterday. So it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna see my friend who's from California. She was there yesterday, but she leaves on Monday. So we're gonna be hanging out with everybody, and I'm really excited. So tomorrow's gonna be good. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. But let's talk about what I read. So I finally finished Blood Night Market. I think I could see myself continuing on with the series, but it just didn't really grab me. Something about it is just not doing it for me, and it's not bad. It's just that it's not capturing my interest. I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. This is a series I will be continuing. Okay. So Assassin and Cinderella. Okay, I really, really like this. And I would just like to say, so he is giving me Yakuza Fiance vibes, but this is the kind of look I was expecting from Yakuza Lover. I did not like that dork that was the main character in Yakuza Lover. He was so fucking unattractive. I wanted to gag. I could not stand the way he looked. But him, yeah, that's how it should be drawn. Okay, this is so fucking cute. I could not get over how cute this was. And I will be continuing reading it. Very sexy, but nothing too explicit, if you were interested in that. So, yeah. The only thing is, I don't know, is she really a cat girl? Because it's interesting, the way her hair is drawn, it looks like she has cat ears, and her name is Neneko. But then there are times where it looks like her hair is ears. So I'm like, is this some type of sci-fi shit? I don't know. But she is so unbelievably adorable. I cannot get over it. He is very handsome. They look very cute together. I can't get over, like, it's exactly what I wanted. He is obsessed with her, wants to spoil her. That's what anybody could ask for. And I like to see that. This one I thought was really going to devastate me. I'm glad that it didn't. And I mean that in a positive way. There was a certain point in this one where I was like, ooh, this one is probably gonna fuck me up, but it didn't end up that way. And that was A Midnight Rain. This ended up being really good. And at the end, the mangaka talked about how originally it was supposed to be a more darker ending. It seems like someone maybe was supposed to pass away. And I'm really glad, a spoiler, just, you know, that didn't happen in this. I don't think I could handle that personally. but this ended up being really, really great. And I wish that this was longer. I want to know even more about these characters. I want to know more about Ethan. I want to know more about Mike. I want to see them do more normal things together. I want to see Ethan finally paying off the debt and them having the life that they want. I mean, it was just so good. I loved this. I did try to listen to the song that the mangaka talked about at the end. They were like, it's from a soundtrack from some movie. It's okay. Not for me. But if you read it, give the song a listen and see if you like it. Now, I meant to mention this when we talked a second ago, but I forgot. But it's okay because I hadn't finished it at the time. Let me tell you something. I don't know where I saw this. I have no idea. I have no clue. But somebody talked about sex adventure app. Creator Fujo King. This was really good. Pretty short. Like, I was surprised, but it was so fucking good. 2 guys who knew each other from high school, who work together. One is a model and the other one is the manager. And clearly there's like a tension there. They don't really act on it, really do anything about it. It's more so the like model who's the one who seems to have a crush on the guy who is his manager. But one day the guy, his name is Nohei, I think, Nohei. He ends up downloading an app on Young, that's the other guy, the manager, on Young's cell phone, and it's sex adventure, whatever. And he's like, oh my God, like, I didn't want to download it on my phone, so I did it on yours. And basically it is this app that you cannot delete it. If you try to delete it, something bad will happen to you. Your devices won't work, all this stuff. But it's kind of science fiction-y-ish in the way that, well, it's not anything, but the best way to say it is that, like, when they try to delete it, something bad happens. But the thing is, the app is going, because it's a dating app, is going to give you suggestions, and obviously there's this tension between these two. So some of these missions that they're expected to do and complete have to do with getting a little bit closer to each other. So some things are a little bit more innocent, some things are not. And it just ended up being like a very, very cute love story. I liked those 2 characters, even though sometimes they would drive me crazy, especially Young, but so funny and so cute. And I really like their relationship. I will say I didn't really like the side story. The first side story with the other character, Dobin, I think his name was, I didn't really like that. And I didn't like the fact that that happened to him. He did kind of get what he was looking for, but why did it have to be like that? If you've read, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Dobin, he was like a little sweet angel, and he did not deserve that in my opinion. He deserved something as sweet and innocent as him. But, you know, it could get freaky weird later, but like, not for the first time. Okay, let's not push it. And then the second side story, which went back to Young and Nohei, very good. Okay, I liked it. I liked it. We went right back. But now I need to decide what I'm going to read next. I just want to say, it is the 5th. It's been 5 days since I bought manga. Now, some people might not applaud that. Some people might say, is that really that? For me, yes. Yes, it is. I do need a round of applause. I do need somebody to pat me on the back. And I knew, okay, besides shopping my own shelves, I have Lezen, I have Tappy Toon, I have Manta. Even if I don't like end up paying for something, I can keep reading a bunch of new stuff, even if it's just a few chapters. Or I can remember Tappy Toon, Lezen, they probably both do it. You know, every like day, a new chapter on a particular title will be free. So like, I haven't been like really diving in, but Dear Door, that was one I was kind of reading. I just kind of slowed down on it, but I could read that every day technically, because it seems like a chapter keeps being free every day. So I actually am very fortunate. I'm not gonna spend any more money, but I don't know, dude, there's so many things to read that are on this freaking list I made. Okay, and I'm trying to do better about like if I've started it or completed it or whatever, just so I can keep track of everything I've read. And oh, I didn't end up reading Nerd Project. I'll read that later. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And yeah, it just keeps going. I just keep adding and keep adding. I know some of these are doubled, by the way, because I'm like, that sounds familiar. Did I put it in there? But I can't track these very well because there's so many that I'm like, I just stopped looking after a while. But I won't be cracking something open because you know what I think I want to read? Oh, what is it called? Shit. There was one that I keep saying, Define the Relationship. I think I want to read that. I think I want to crack that open because that is 2 alphas in the Omegaverse, I believe. And I've never read anything that had 2 alphas together. And I want to read that. Okay, I really, really do. And I want to Omega, you know what I'm saying? But alpha, yes, give it to me. Let's crack that iPad cover open, sit down, and be very, very excited. But yeah, it's time to get an edible in my system, put something on in the bedroom, and then just go to sleep. That sounds like an amazing night to me. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the end of the vlog because it's getting kind of long, and I will have read. Yes, I will have read for y'all. So yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back. Look at my shirt. Yeah. So today is Tuesday. It's been an official week. I have not personally bought any manga for myself in over a week. Now, I do have a bit of a manga haul to show you though, because the stuff that I ordered before I was doing the band showed up, and Devin was really nice and bought me some manga the other day. So I really appreciate you, Debbie. Thank you so much. After we talk about what I've received so far, I will talk about what I've read, which it hasn't been a lot, but I'm happy with what I have read. So the stuff that Devin bought me was volume 5 of I Want to Do Bad Things With You. Didn't even realize this had come out. Kind of a Wolf, and The Dashing Zaddy and his icy protege. Hadn't heard of this. This kind of just popped up one day on Amazon, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty interesting. So when we went to Second and Charles with our friends on Sunday, we went to Second and Charles, and it was really nice. Evan got me some stuff. I bought some stuff for my friend and her kids, and that was really good. It was a really good day. It was with everybody who was from where we are from that attended the memorial, and then our other friend who's from California. So it was a really nice, like, not final day, because we're all going to see each other again. But it was like that nice final day with our friend from California who would come for the memorial. And I would like to say I'm feeling a lot better. I haven't cried in like a good 48 hours, you know, so knock on wood, don't jinx myself, but it's definitely coming in waves. But I feel like I might be a little bit stable now in terms of like not being so emotional and being overcome with like hearing a song that has nothing to do with what's going on, but I don't know, it just sounds really pretty. It makes me emotional. I don't know. But yeah, knock on wood, I'm feeling a lot better and not so like quick to cry. Yeah. Then I got my Hansama box yesterday, something that I ordered before April. And what came in it was I Got Married to the Girl I Hate Most in Class, The Last Elf, and oh, here's a long one. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts Heir, White Rabbit and the Prince of Beasts. I had not heard of any of these 3, so it's going to be kind of nice to get into these. 1 yen press, 2 7Cs, so that's pretty cool. I think the next time they do like a survey though, I kind of want to, you know, when they ask like, oh, what should we do differently? I think I might seriously ask for like, can we have more like Yuri and Yaoi in Hansama? You know, let's get into it. Why not? Why not? Because I am really happy with the titles that I have received, but we don't really get a lot of stuff like that, and that would be kind of nice. Now, I know that probably, well, no, I think they'd have to do, well, not every Yuri and Yaoi is wrapped in plastic type of thing. So, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I know some things obviously couldn't be in there because I'm sure a kid is probably using Hansama, or their parent is getting Hansama for their kid, but that would be kind of nice. Like maybe, I don't know, if somebody did like an 18+ manga subscription box, that would be really cool. I gotta see if that already exists. And then the last two things that I got today that I ordered last month, so excited for these. Like, here's the thing. When I was like, officially, I'm not going to be buying manga in the month of April, these are the two things I've been wanting for a really long time. So it's like, I have to pre-order them because I want to read them and I don't want to wait. So Ask and You Will Receive, Volume 1. And you know this is the, ooh, hold on, I just took the plastic off. Yep. Oh, wow. Worst soulmate ever. Purple. I can't wait for this. It would be so cool if I would be pleasantly surprised and there was another one, who knows, but I can't wait. I can't wait for this one. This is the one I was most excited for, but I do like Niyama. I like this mangaka, so when I saw this, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I must have you. I can't wait to read this. So a little bit of a haul, and honestly, I feel like I've been doing really good. I know it's only been a week, but I left the house today. I could have gone and done my routine of just going to my local Books A Million, but I didn't because I know really there's no way that I probably could have gotten away with just walking out. You know, like I could have just like gone in, looked around and left. Something is going to be there that I would buy that's probably like gotten in a little bit early so they can like put it on the shelves before it's supposed to be released. Like I just know me. But I read a lot of manhwa. And remember, I said that this was the other reason why this really should be easier than I'm giving myself credit for when it comes to not buying anything. It really doesn't make any sense. Like I really didn't be going too crazy like I was before, but you know, shit happens. You find out a little bit about yourself every day. And yeah, so why am I having a hard time navigating? Let's see. Okay, so I think I spoke about the Sex Venture app the last time I saw you guys. Really good. I kind of like the side stories. Yeah, I did talk about it because I said I didn't like how they did Dobin. I ended up reading Newlywed Special Admissions. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So I don't know if it's over or if it's just like the first season is done, but I read everything that you could get right now, I believe. And that was really good. I liked Newlyweds. And we're back. Sorry, Devin called me. So I really liked Newlywed Admissions? Newlywed Special Admissions. It was really, really good so far. And the only reason why that just like popped up for me to read was somebody posted the desk scene. I think it was the desk scene on Twitter. And again, that's all it takes for me. If I see one little panel, yeah, she will be read. Then I've read everything. It's still ongoing. So I think it's only been like 6 or 8 episodes of Deja Vu and Domination. So this is my first toe dipped into the water of Guideverse. What a weird coincidence, because I believe it was Yaoi Girl on TikTok. I don't remember if that's exactly the handle on TikTok, but they were just talking about Guideverse, which was so weird. So FBI agent, yeah, thank you. But I don't know if Guideverse is going to be something that I totally get into. It's very interesting. It definitely gives like kind of what you get, or at least what I'm getting. You know, obviously I'm very new to Omegaverse stuff. It's not Omegaverse, but it like reminds me a bit of it. And that was interesting. I don't know what to make of that. I did not know what to make of that, but yeah, Deja Vu Domination. There was another one I started reading, but that one was weird. I don't remember the name. And it was like 2 twin brothers and this other dude. And that was like actually technically the first thing I read that was like hashtag Guideverse. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know. I also saw that on Twitter. I was like, oh, I'll read it, because I didn't know what it was, but girl, what the hell? And what I have started reading but haven't finished, well, I'm only on chapter 5, is Romance But Not Romantic. This one looks really good. So far, I really like it. I'm definitely interested. I think this was another one of those on a list that was like green flag alpha. It's definitely giving green flag alpha so far, but you know, anything could change. But yes, I am happy. And you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna wait to read all of this because I think that this is complete. So I think I might wait, but I'm gonna start with the first 2 episodes because they're free on the Lezen app. I'm gonna start reading Lost in a Cloud because that is getting a physical like English release in September, I think, like with Painter of the Night and Roses and Champagne. I think that's what that one's called. Yes. And here's the thing, I'm not gonna wait till it comes physically. I'm gonna read the bitch right now and then get it physically because why not? Why not? And honestly, maybe I should just, in the month of May, I don't know when these damn tariffs pop up, but maybe I should just start pre-ordering stuff like May 1st. Just pre-order everything I want, and then it is out of my hands. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about nothing. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We shopped my shelves successfully. I read quite a bit. I know I have quite a bit left. I'm looking at the 2 giant stacks over there. But I will continue to read. I am going to continue to do what I said I was going to do. But yeah, I think I read a lot of really good stuff. As you can see, this is the stack of what we read. I think, so one of my favorites obviously was Sweet Room Escape. I definitely like that one. I liked Midnight Rain. I liked Assassin Cinderella, really liked Waiting for Spring. I liked continuing on with Blue Box. I liked Otaku Vampire Love Night? Yeah. And of course, Twilight Out of Focus, because I just started that for this one, and very, very, very good. So that's it. That is the first vlog of April. Thank you guys so much. I promise I won't let you guys down. I will not be spending my own money. Like I said, everything I talked about today was not purchased in the month of April. It was either pre-ordered, like a Hantama box, or these 2 that I got today, or gifted to me by Devion. So I know my parents are watching. Parents, you are also free to buy me manga on my wish list if you'd like. You know I will not turn it down. But yeah, I promise I won't let you guys down. I'm gonna fucking do it. We're going on our trip in like 2 weeks, so that's really exciting, and I'm feeling really good. So I can only go up from here. We're all gonna be in this together. We got this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.